Hey y'all, all right, today we got a little project for my excursion. We are gonna be installing some tow mirrors on my 2003 Ford Excursion. I've been wanting to do this for a long time and just haven't got around to getting the mirrors. I got these on Amazon through the Vine program. So I'm going to install them and do a review on them. So let's see what we got here. All right, these are some big chunk mirrors here. Let's get this one off too. All right. So this is the driver's side one. So we're going to do this one first. So we need to get the old ones off first. And supposedly they're heated and should have the blinker lights on them. So this is what I have now. These little small ones, they've got the little arrow right here and they're heated. So they're gonna go, the new ones are gonna go right here. So we just gotta get these old ones off. And it's been a while since I've taken one of these off. So if I remember right, I'm gonna get this thing here off first. Put that over there. Then I think this comes on. That comes out. There's a bolt. There's a bolt right here. And then we've got this control panel. So I think we just gotta take all these off. They're all different, so they can only go one way. Just gotta find the little tab on them to release them. The tabs are on different sides here. Some are a little stiff. But there's little tabs. And if you can see those little tabs, you just gotta squeeze them and this should come right out. All right, put that down there. All right, there's our cores there. Now we gotta get this bolt out here. And then there's another one behind here. So just need to pop this off. And then there's another one right here. That one's already loose. I believe that's it. I think it's just two. So let's get the guy for this and we'll be right back. All right, I had to find the right thing. It takes a 7mm, which I had a tough time finding. All right, so one there, and one down here. Like that one was super loose already. Now, those we won't lose them. If I remember correctly, this whole thing just lifts up and off. And then you've got two connections here. You got one connection here. Let's see for the lights. Okay. So that bulb just twists out. Then you have this last thing here. All right, since this one has the memory buttons for the driver's seat, there's one more wiring connection here. You just got to unclip that one. Put that off to the side. All right, now we need to pop these things off. there's two there. And there's going to be, it's like probably 10 millimeter in there. And that's what's holding the mirror. So I'm gonna get a 10 millimeter and we should be able to take that off, and then we just have to get this vapor barrier off too to get to everything. Actually, I think this might be it right here. So I might just need to pull this little bit off. I believe that's the cable for the mirror right there. It looks like that's that. So I don't have to take the whole vapor barrier off maybe. All right. Let's see what the connector looks like on the new ones. See if it matches that, and then we'll pull this guy off. Yeah, that looks the same. Let's get a 10 millimeter and we'll get that other one off. All right, so it looks like it's 11 millimeters. It's always good to have one of those magnets on a stick so you're not dropping things down in the door, because that would be a pain. Just get it kind of loose and then grab it with a magnet. And let's see. Oh, one more hiding under this little piece of vapor barrier right here. That out of there. Now, all right, there's a sneaky one. So there's a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's another one hidden behind here. Now, this thing should pop off. Look at that, too easy. Let's check the bolt pattern. We got 1, 2, 3, 4. So the other one didn't do anything, so there's just 4. Let's see if we got 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we should be good. All right, so we got this wiring guy here. Just need to let that go through like that, and it should just come out of there. All right, so this one has little thread protectors on it. There's a little slot for it. And then, so it goes like that, and you got this little cross piece here. All right, this thing is kind of heavy, so you want to slide this through here, and we'll just have to fish it out the other side. Something like that. This definitely would be better with 2 people. All right, pro tip, roll the window down before you start this. If not, you have to get the switch panel back out, hook it up to the blue switch or blue connector, roll the window down. That gives you a little better access to this mirror when you're trying to get it mounted on here. So I'm gonna get one on now. Not in there. All right. Just get one on there for now to kind of hold it in place. Now we got them all kind of poking through where they're supposed to poke through. And I got one just holding it right there for now until we get this wire fished out. So let me grab something to get this fished out of here and pulled through the holes. All right, we got it through. I just use this stiff piece of wire to kind of grab it and get it out, and it should just hook up. It only goes in one way, and push it in till it's secure. Put the vapor barrier back on. Should be it. All right, we got blinkers. All right, so let's just go ahead and secure it the rest of the way. We'll put the door panel back on. All right, just kind of want to get the nuts on there kind of loose until you get it all positioned right. All right, just go double check the other side. Make sure everything's lined up right before you tighten it all on. All right, that should do it. It's just a heavy mirror, so let's see what happens when we get it all tight now. All right, that is tight and secure. And they fold, so they fold in, fold out, and they should slide out too. That is good. And then these adjust by hand. And they got the heated and the signals on them. So that looks good. Let's put the door panel on and do the other one. All right, door panel is pretty simple to get on. You just have to connect this switch here. If you have the memory switch, you just got to make sure you plug that in first. Plug in this light bulb, and then it just kind of slides back down. Now you got your two screws, one here and one down there by the light, and then you just have to hook up the connectors for the switch panel. They only go in one spot, and then you got to snap this thing back on. So let's go ahead and get these screws in. One, and then this other one goes right here. Boom. All right. Now, like I said, this guy, it can only go together one way. So you just have to figure out which goes where. So that one's gonna go that way. This one's gonna go here. This one's gonna go there. And then that leaves this guy here to go in the only place it can go. And it's just kind of goes back in and clips in. All right, let's see if it adjusts the mirror or not. Oh yeah. So that's good. All that works. And then this last piece, we gotta put these rubber grommets back on here for the screws. Let's just pop in there. And this guy just kind of snaps in. It's got these tabs here, go in those little slots. You just kind of gotta line that up and pop them in. And then the last thing is this light panel. And that just pops in like that. That's it. And then you just do the same thing on the other side, but it's a little easier because you don't have to worry about the memory buttons. I might have to, I think this thing has been off and on so many times over the years. One of the little locking tabs is missing, but so that's it. Hit me up if you got any questions. If you have one of these, a 2003 to whatever model year they made them, Excursion, and you need some tow mirrors, these are pretty easy to install, and they work with all the OEM buttons and stuff. So I'll put the link in the description if you're looking for tow mirrors for your Excursion. Thanks for watching. Hit me up with any comments.